Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday, November 28th. I wanted to highlight comic books that are coming out for next Wednesday, December 5th. This is off Midtown, so I'll be reviewing some of the comic books that I'll be targeting for next Wednesday on my monthly order. All right, first off, Dark Horse, I don't really have any books I've been picking up there. There are a couple, looks like there's a first issue of a new series called LaGuardia. Is it about airports? No, there is something about airports, yeah. Okay, all right, that looks interesting. I don't quite understand that, but very interesting. Nothing out of Dark Horse is on my list for next week. Batman for DC, you've got the Mattina cover for Batman. I've been picking up pretty much all the Mattina covers. Another great one there by Francesco Mattina. And also, this was going to be a good one too. This is the Deathstroke variant cover by Mattina. I think, yeah, Deathstroke 38. Kind of the splitting there of Two-Face and Deathstroke. A pretty cool looking cover. I like the design, the coloring. You know, Mattina just always seems to do a great job. Another fantastic cover by him. So I'm imagining that's going to be a hot cover for the week. You got Doomsday Clock, number 8. Yeah, there's the A cover and the B cover. I've been, picking up both covers consistently since the beginning on this, so it's been getting very, very good. The writing has been improving on it, in my opinion. So Jeff Johns at his best. So I highly recommend Doomsday Clock. If you haven't been picking it up, yeah, at this point maybe you're better off buying it in trade than going back and trying to buy all the comic book, all the different comics. But it's a good one. Green Lantern number 2. I like the Mattina cover. Beautiful Francesco Mattina cover. Again, I've said it many times, hardest working man in comic books by far is Francesco Mattina. He's very, very consistent in the artwork that he produces and getting it out on time. I don't know how he does it, but it's amazing. The Liam Sharp cover looks pretty cool too, but yeah, I'll definitely be picking up the Mattina cover. A little further down, Justice League number 13. You got a pretty cool Jay Lee cover. Not everybody's a big Jay Lee fan. I like some of his artwork. I don't like all of it. But yeah, that one's pretty good. Not bad. First issue of Martian Manhunter. There is a Joshua Middleton cover. I will be picking that up. I actually pre-ordered this in advance, so I think I pre-ordered this a couple months ago. I didn't know, this is when Middleton was really, really hot. He's calmed down a little bit, but I'll go over another cover that's coming out, another Middleton cover that I'll highlight that I think is definitely worth making sure you put on your pull list or, maybe even pre-order it if you can. But this one looks pretty cool. I like Martian Manhunter as the character, so I'll be interested to see how that goes. Steve Orlando is the writer. Orlando sometimes is good. He's kind of hit and miss sometimes, but DC doesn't have all the images. I think the Nightwing cover looks pretty cool this week, and I don't have the image on Midtown yet. That will be a Putri cover. Yasmin Putri's been doing a pretty good job. Red Hood and the Outlaw. I think I had this on my pre-order as well. Another beautiful Putri cover. Shazam number 1. If I was going to pick one of them, I think the Gary Frank cover is worth getting. Gary Frank was doing a lot of the covers. Justice League, what was it, a year ago? 2015, 2016, a couple of years ago. That Justice League run, there was some Shazam stories inside there, and I think a couple of the covers also were done by Gary Frank, so he does a pretty good job with that. I like that cover versus, this was the solicited A cover. but I like the B cover a little bit better on the Shazam #1. Not a big, huge fan of Shazam. I don't think I have too many of his comic books, but I know there's some people out there that like him. IDW, I know there's some people that are collecting that Batman Max, Rick and Morty, Dungeons and Dragons #3. They don't show the other covers. Be interesting to see what the other covers look like. Road of the Dead, Highway to Hell. I picked up #1, just the A and B cover. I kind of missed the incentive pencil art cover, and I did pick it up this week. And I noticed that it's already sold out on Midtown, so that's pretty cool. The B cover looks pretty cool too. Looks like they carved some, I don't know what that is, carved into the zombie's forehead, but that's very interesting. And then, of course, you've got the A cover. This has been a hot series. It's Jonathan Mayberry's a pretty good writer. I enjoyed the first issue, so yeah, we'll see if that continues to heat up and do well. Sometimes it's worth picking up issue #2 because some people will drop off the orders and then it's a lot less ordered. Therefore, sometimes issue #2 has a lot lower print run. Image, there wasn't anything in Image that I really felt I needed to have. I know this Prodigy #1 is out. You've got all these different covers. They're all done by, most of them are done by Albuquerque. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, usually I recommend if you're going to buy it, buy the A cover if you can. I don't know. If I hear something good on this, I might go back and buy it. There's a Frank Quietly cover. That looks pretty cool. I've been enjoying Mark Millar's Magic Order, so if I hear good things about this title, I may go back and buy it, but yeah, I don't know. Mark Millar sometimes is good, sometimes not. I did pre-order this Self-Made #1. I don't know, just the cover appealed to me, and it's an issue #1. I don't really know who Matt Groom is. I'm not familiar with him, but yeah, I think that could be worth getting. Looks interesting. I'll try it out. Walking Dead, I usually have that on my pull list. It's been pretty good lately. I know the TV series has kind of dropped off. A lot of people aren't really watching it as much as they used to. That does it for Image that I'm highlighting. For Marvel, I do like this Deadpool #7 A cover. They got a nice Christmas cover. Looks like he's about to take Santa's head off. Looks pretty cool. There's the B cover by Marquez. That one's okay. It's a Fantastic Four. I think that's a Nihilus. And you've got a pretty cool Conan variant. I'm just going with the A cover on this. I think if I was going to pick one other cover, it might be this D cover. This is another Christmas variant, kind of Christmas themed variant. That looks pretty cool. He's got the elf. He's got a sword to the elf's throat. I don't know. I can't zoom in there. I don't know what he's doing there, the elf, but he's scratching off names on some list apparently. So that looks interesting. Defenders. Yeah, I don't see what the image of. There's a Defenders Immortal Hulk Adi Granov variant. That might, it's $51 though. Yeah, I don't know. $51. I'm getting burned out on variants. The Defenders Namer cover, I like that A cover. I'll get that one. I just think that's a nice looking cover. I'll try it out. It's a nice Ron Garney cover. I'm not interested in any of the incentives. Go down a little further. Immortal Hulk #10. If you've not been buying Immortal Hulk, I highly recommend you do that. Certainly for collectability. Issue #2 now is a hot book. I've seen that consistently selling for $30 to $40 on eBay. It's the first appearance of Dr. Fry, who I think they're going to be using him quite a bit going forward, at least in this series. So there's been a lot of speculation on that book. So I do like the A cover. That's the Alex Ross cover. The B cover looks pretty cool too. This is a Jerkovich cover. And I think that is Reed Richards, who is from the Ultimate, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Reed Richards as the maker. I could be wrong. I think that's who it is. Pretty cool looking cover. And then you've got an In-Hook Lee cover for cover price. I think that's worth picking up. In-Hook Lee is a very popular artist. A lot of his covers are very, very hot. And, you know, picking that up for cover price, I think, is definitely worth your time. Killmonger #1 is out. I mean, unless I hear, there's a photo cover. That's kind of cool. If I hear some really good things on it, I might pick it up. But I don't know. None of these covers are really like, that one's okay. Nothing's really like a standout there, in my opinion. Marvel Avengers Untitled Prelude #1. So I know the Thanos preludes, you know, went up quite a bit in value. I don't know if that'll happen with this. There could be information revealed in this. A lot of times these books will be canon for the movie. The Captain Marvel one, I don't think was, everyone thought that, hey, that one might be important. There might be something important in that, and there ended up not being anything important in it. So that could be the case with this Avengers Prelude. So might be worth picking up just in case, though, since some of that stuff could be canon for the movies that are coming up. I think for Marvel, the only other thing... Oh, I'm going to pick up this True Believers Fantastic Four Skrulls #1. That's a reprint of Fantastic Four #2. I think it's a facsimile reprint for $1. You know, I don't think I ever read that story, so it'd be kind of interesting to have it. I thought I had ordered the Fantastic Four #1 facsimile reprint through Midtown. I don't remember ever getting it in my order, so I may have to track that down eventually. Last but not least, Uncanny X-Men. Now, the only reason I'm buying this is because I'm a huge fan of Zafino. I'll pretty much buy any cover that he does. This is not one of my favorite covers by him. I mean, I think the coloring's pretty cool. The image is not his best artwork, in my opinion, but it is still pretty cool, and I like collecting Zafino, so I'll end up picking this up just because I'm a big Zafino fan. You've got Venom #9. I think this is I don't know if that's Dog Venom. I don't know if this is the first appearance of a new symbiote. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's okay cover. I mean, it's not my favorite cover of the Venom series. I think the other two a lot better. You've got a nice Sienkiewicz cover, rather, #9. That looks pretty cool. I like that one. I'm picking that up for sure. And I think the other one that's going to be hot is this. This is the Spider-Man Noir game variant. Is that what it's called? Animation variant. So pretty cool. I mean, I love the coloring on it. The artwork is very good on this. So. And it's only $8.50, so they didn't go crazy. It's probably a 1 in 10 ratio variant, so I think that might be worth picking up. Winter Soldier #1 is coming out. You've got a nice A cover that looks pretty cool. You've got fans of Sienkiewicz. They've got another Sienkiewicz cover here. That looks okay. That's pretty good. The incentive cover looks really cool. I like this one the best. It kind of has that, I don't know, just kind of a gritty looking style to it. You know, it looks like it's going to be a virgin cover. $42.50 though, so it's probably what, it's probably a 1 in 25. No, it's probably a 1 in 50 variant. So I don't know. There's going to be a lot of shops that probably won't have this variant because, you know, Winter Soldier is probably not a heavily ordered book. Yes, he's a cool character, but I don't know. It's probably not a book that's going to be heavily ordered. Therefore, if it is a 1 in 50 variant, it's either a 1 for 25 or 1 for 50. Usually around that $50 price range. It's typically a 1 in 50. So I'm assuming it's a 1 in 50 variant, which means the shop has to order 50 of the A cover to get one of these. I'm pretty sure most of the shops around me won't have it because they're not going to order. They're not going to pre-order 50 copies of Winter Soldier #1. You know, Volume 2. They just won't do it. So I doubt I'll see that at any of the shops. And it still hasn't sold out on Midtown. So apparently it's not that high in demand. I do think the cover looks pretty cool, but it's not sold out yet. Another one, I've been getting this Hillbilly Red-Eyed Witchery from Beyond. This is #3. I've been collecting all the issues on this. This looks pretty cool. I like the cover on that. Yeah, I see the nice #1 variant sold out. I don't, American Gothic Press. I don't know what the cover looks like, but oh yeah, Rags #1, second printing. You know, this sold out already. I missed this again. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I guess the series is pretty good. I've not read it yet. I do have a an issue #2 coming to me that I happen to get an order on, but I missed this reprint, so that's already sold out. Oh well. I'll have to see if it's any good. I have not read the first issue. I've heard some people said it was pretty good. There was some reviews on YouTube channels that were pretty favorable to it, so I haven't read it yet, but I'll let you know if I think it's horrible or not. I think for Independence, I thought there was at least Wizard Beach, Boom Studios. A lot of the Boom Studio books have been pretty good lately. Don't know what this is really about, but there's a wizard on a beach. And he looks like he's a slob. He's got some seagulls all over him. I don't know. It could be interesting. They don't show you the variant cover on that, but sometimes those Boom Studio books have been pretty hot. Riptide #4 by Red 5 Comics. This has definitely been a hot series. Every one of these issues has been sold out. So I had it on my pull list. So I'm making sure I get at least every issue, and you know, that's a really beautiful cover. The covers have been amazing on this book. The printings have been very low. I don't know if the print run on this issue is low, but it sold out pretty quickly on Midtown, so I'm assuming it's still pretty low. Source #1, the second printing on that. I did happen to grab that in time. That is sold out now. I don't know what the cover looks like on that as a reprint of the first issue, and then issue #2, which is on my pull list. That has sold out. Only one cover for that, but that looks pretty cool. The story, I really enjoyed the story for Source #1. I highly recommend it. It is an expensive, it is an expensive book to buy now. It's like a $25 book. You might be able to get it cheaper. I mean, sometimes you wait a little while, the price might drop a little bit on that. So maybe be patient on that. I think that was the only, yeah, that was it. I think that was the only thing I was looking at for the week, rather for next week that's coming out. So some good independent titles, a couple good Marvel books, a couple good DC books. But that's kind of what I'm going to be looking to get next Wednesday. I wanted to show also real quick, this is a beautiful Middleton cover that's coming out. I'll kind of blow this up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. This is just a beautiful looking cover. Man, Middleton has just been hitting it out of the park. Another fantastic cover. I think this is, in my opinion, is pretty darn good. It's probably just as good as #23, which obviously became a very, very hot book. The only problem is now is kind of everybody's clued into Middleton producing these covers. So it's on a lot of people's pull list. A lot of people have pre-ordered it. So you probably won't see the value appreciate on this cover like you did with number 23. But it is very, very good. I definitely think this could be a $10, $15, $20 book eventually. Make sure you have it on your pull list. It's a beautiful looking image. And, Middleton is one of the best as far as drawing females. I mean, he's very, very good. He alone has been keeping this Batgirl series sort of relevant. I think once he comes off, which I think he does come off, I don't think he's doing number 31. I think there's a different artist, if I read the previews on that correctly. So don't be surprised if the sales on this title drop off significantly because Middleton isn't doing the covers anymore. So that's kind of what I had for the week. If I see anything else out there that looks interesting, I'll do another video. I don't have my Midtown comic order for the month yet. It's supposed to be delivered. I thought it was going to be today, but I never know with the post office. Sometimes it's off a little bit, but I probably will have it by Friday. So I might do an unboxing video just kind of highlighting a lot of the books that were in my monthly order. I know those aren't as exciting, but yeah, I'll try to shoot a video on that just to see if anybody's interested. Also on Friday, either Friday night or Saturday, I will do a video on CBSI's top 10 list. That'll be the top 10 books of the week that came out. I'm pretty sure of probably half the books I know are going to be on there. That Ironheart #1 Stephanie Hans variant will definitely be on that list. Yeah, I think there's a couple Marvel books that will be on there. But I'll go over that list and kind of give you my thoughts on that. I got a lot of good feedback on doing that last week, so I think I'm going to continue that every week and just do my take on CBSI's top 10 list. All right, guys, that's all I had for today. It's New Comic Book Day, so if you haven't already, go get your books at your local shops. If you haven't already, please hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't a subscriber already, and please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If there's something on that list coming out next week that I probably should have highlighted, I would love to know about that. So please leave me a comment if you can. All right, guys, have a great week, and I'll see you in a couple days. Thanks.